He's the head coach of the San Diego State Aztecs. They defeated San Jose State this past weekend. Rocky Long. Coach, good evening.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing good, yeah.
Yeah, of course you are. Feeling good, huh?
It's always nice to win. No matter how it happens, it's nice to win.
Yeah. One of the things I will just say, I love the San Diego State versus Fresno State versus
San Jose
State. I wish that San Francisco State had a great football team. I wish there was LA State. I just love the idea of all the California state schools going head-to-head. And hopefully one of these days, those three teams, just as this example goes, would become Florida, Miami, and Florida State. Because I just think it's exciting that everybody's playing each other finally.
I think it's a good deal, too. I think as long as the Mountain West Conference stays like it is, that's going to be the way it will be for years, the next few years. And I think there'll be some big-time rivalries get developed here because it seems like every one of those games is close.
Coach, it seems like both sides of the offense showed up. Quinn Kaler had a nice night, 235 yards throwing the football, and Adam Muema was just killing it, over 5 yards per carry. The offense was in fine form.
Yeah, the offense had a nice day. There was a few mistakes we made. We fumbled the ball one time where they got it right at midfield, and we threw an interception. Now, I thought that was a great play by their defensive back that pulled it out of Ezel Ruffin's hands. But we made a couple of mistakes, but they moved the ball well, and we scored enough points to win.
Coach Rocky Long on Scott BR on the Mighty 1090. San Diego State beat San Jose State. Coach, I as it turns out Saturday night, I was telling Billy Ray I was traveling to New Orleans, so I didn't get to see the game, but I started getting all these messages from people telling me about how bad the kicking game continues to be. Coach, what do you make of the fact that the team has missed its last, 7 field goal attempts?
Yeah, it's a real concern. I mean, if we were in the NFL, we'd probably be on the wires right now. We'd probably have cut a couple guys and be on the wires trying to hire another kicker, but we don't have that ability to do that. And so it's young guys that are struggling. I mean, they do fine in practice, and then we get in the game and they struggle fundamentally. They kick the ground a couple of times. They kick it low. They miss them when they actually kick them well. We just got to get them over the hump, and hopefully they can help us win a couple more games.
And what is your idea, Rocky, for getting them over the hump?
Well, I don't know anything else than to just keep practicing and working daily with them on fundamentals and continue to tell them we have confidence in them, and we'll put them out there like we did the other night. I mean, they missed the first 3 kicks, and we kept putting them out there, and they made a couple late in the game.
Coach, I don't know the staff well enough to know this. Do you have a guy who specializes in kicking on the staff?
Well, we have a special teams coordinator. I don't think he's a kicking guru, so to speak, but nowadays those kickers and punters all have their own special gurus like a lot of quarterbacks do.
Right.
And they've struggled, and they've gone back to their guy that has taught them how to do it, and they work with him on the days off and work with him on weekends sometimes. And so the kids are trying to do everything they can. I think it's more psychological than anything else right now.
Yes, right. So, Coach, I wanted to ask you the next question. Do you have a sports psychologist?
We do not on staff, but I've checked into this, and those guys, both of our kickers that work with guys, have guys that are working with them.
Coach, I'm telling you right now, you're so right on. This whole thing is psychological. And it can either get in their head to where they'll never recover, or with the right fixing of whatever's going on inside of their head, this whole thing can be turned around. Because I think the one kid, McMorrow, wasn't he like a high school All-American from St. Augustine High?
He was, yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think they'll get it fixed. I mean, they're young guys; they'll get it fixed. I just hope it's real soon. I think it'll get fixed sooner or later. Sometimes that takes a while, and we just hope it gets done quickly.
All right, Coach Rocky Long on Scott BR on the Mighty 1090. Coach, good win. Boy, you guys were down, came storming back, scored a bunch of points late, showing some real heart on this football team.
Well, I tell you what, we don't always play good, but we play hard, and it seems that we don't quit, that we keep playing hard to the very end of the game, And we've lost a couple of those games late that we had a chance to win, but we've won several of them late that we're behind going into the fourth quarter. In fact, one of the funny stats, I guess it's funny, it was 174-2, the record of going into the fourth quarter behind 11 points or more. So we did it the fifth time. We've actually done it the fourth and fifth time this year.
Wow.
What was that stat again, Coach?
Well, right now,
174-2.
Well, right now, because of our 2 wins this year, when we've been down by 11 or more going into the fourth quarter, the overall record right now is 174, and 2 ties.
Jeez. Wow. How's that?
Yeah, it's good.
Tells you this team has got a lot of fight to it.
Well,
Coach,
we do fight.
How does this week coming up change, if at all, with Hawaii? Any kind of special travel plans?
No, in fact, I've done this several times, and I mean, obviously, it takes longer to get there. I think it's a 6-hour flight, so it takes us longer to get there. But it's not the trip over there, and it's not the game that you play against Hawaii that's the problem. The problem is usually the next week, because you get back at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning, and that kind of throws the kids' time frame off, and you don't practice quite as well. So it's usually the game after this game that bothers you the most. This game won't bother us.
Coach, I was with Hall of Famer James Lofton last night. I'm dropping names now like an idiot.
No, it's good. Sounded good.
But hear me out on this. And he was telling a really funny story last night that his college football team, Stanford, which was coached by Bill Walsh, came to play a game in New Orleans against Tulane. So they were in a team meeting, and Walsh says, come on, everybody, let's get up and go take a walk. So the whole team, like 100 guys, or whatever it is, traveling party, 80 guys, go take a walk from the team hotel to Bourbon Street. Walsh turns around, and he stops everybody from going on Bourbon Street. He goes, now stop. He goes, you see all this right here? You see all this? This is Bourbon Street. Everything you want is on this street. When we get done playing, the curfew is the next morning at 8 a.m. because the bus leaves at 8:30. So concentrate on what you're here for, win the game, and then stay out all night and do whatever the hell you want to do. Just make sure you're back for the bus ride. That's my message to your team in Hawaii. Concentrate, and then go out and get crazy all night.
That's too bad, because we're coming home on a red eye.
You let me go, Rocky. You could have shut me down a long time ago, and you let me go.
I was enjoying the story.
It was.
Yeah.
Good story.
Good story.
You bet.
Coach, a pleasure. Good luck against Hawaii. We'll talk next week.
All right, guys. Thanks.